Have you ever asked yourself, who actually has the remote control of your life in their pocket? Are you the real owner of your own happiness? Or does a random stranger walking down the street, an office colleague, or even a simple comment on social media completely determine your mental state? Someone says something harsh to you and you instantly get angry. Someone criticizes you and you spend hours thinking about their words, making your mind heavy. Isn't this a weakness? This audiobook, The Power of Not Reacting, is not just any ordinary book for you. It is a mirror that will show you that real power does not lie in shouting, but in staying silent. Today, we have embarked on a journey where you will learn how to stop wasting your energy on people who are not even worthy of your time. Have you ever felt that replying to every single comment, trying to win every argument, and answering every accusation is actually draining you from within? Today, in this audio journey, we will go deep into that place where peace itself becomes your greatest victory. We often think that if we stay silent, people will suppress us. But the real truth is, the person who knows how to keep themselves calm cannot be shaken by any power in this world. Through this script, we will understand how your non-reaction becomes your greatest weapon. In our lives, situations often arise when our ego says, reply right now, show them who you really are. But that is exactly where your wisdom says, don't waste your valuable energy in this meaningless argument. Do you think it is necessary to answer every question? Is it your responsibility to clear every misunderstanding people have about you? Absolutely not. When you realize that the value of your inner peace is far greater than any argument, you will become a completely new person. In this first chapter, we will talk about that magic which happens when you stop reacting. Imagine someone is provoking you, trying to belittle you, and you simply look at them and give a gentle smile. In that very moment, that person loses and you win, because you did not give them permission to steal your peace. Reaction has become such a habit that even if we want to, we cannot stop it easily. Have you received it? Have you ever thought about how much this habit tires out our mind? In this audiobook, we will understand those subtle things that will transform you from a reactive person into a calm warrior. If you are ready, then take back the control of your life into your own hands. If you are prepared to raise yourself to that level where no one's harsh words can even touch you, then let's begin this journey of transformation. Write in the comment below whether you have ever handled a situation by staying silent, or if you want to start this journey from today. If this idea feels powerful to you, then subscribe to our channel right now. Because here, we don't just talk. We bring deep and impactful audio journeys to actually change your life. Now let's move forward to the first and most important rule, which will help you find your center amid all the noise of this world. Remember, the real king is not the one who has a lot to say, but the one who has complete control over himself. Get ready to listen to the power of that silence, which has the courage to stop even the biggest storms. Sometimes we feel that staying silent means accepting defeat. We think that if we stay quiet, the other person will assume we are scared. But the truth is exactly the opposite. Staying silent is actually that filter which removes unnecessary things from your life. When you stay silent, you are not just staying silent. You are listening, observing, understanding, and most importantly, you are conserving your own energy. Those who give their opinion on everything, those who argue over every small matter, the value of their words fades away with time. But the person who speaks only when it is truly necessary, every word of theirs becomes as powerful and permanent as words carved in stone. Have you ever seen a person who always carries an unusual peace on their face? No matter how chaotic the world becomes, they never lose their smile. Such people do not search for their power outside. They find it within. They know that the influence of their personality is far greater than mere words. Think about it. When you pull yourself out of an argument, you are not just ending that argument. You are also protecting your self-respect. When you react, you drop down to the level of the other person. If someone is shouting at you and you also start shouting back at them, then what difference remains between you and them? Silence gives you that dignity which can never be achieved by shouting. It creates that space where you can feel your own mistakes and learn to read other people's minds. When you remain calm, the whole world starts listening to you with much more attention. People begin to fear your silence because they don't know what's going on in your head. This uncertainty itself becomes your greatest power. In this audiobook, we will also learn how this silence can improve your relationships and turn you into a true leader in your career. Because a real leader is not the one who talks the most, but the one who listens the most and speaks at the most appropriate time. The depth of this silence takes us to a level where we no longer feel the need to prove anything to anyone. Very often, our ego provokes us. Go. Show them who you really are. Tell them how capable you are. But capability is not something to be shown. It is something to be lived. When you invest all your energy into making yourself better, your results will speak for you. Have you ever thought about whose hand holds the switch of your anger? Can a random stranger on the street really steal the peace of your entire day? There is a button like this. The moment it is pressed, we lose our composure. Someone criticizes your work, and you instantly get triggered. Someone reminds you of your old mistake, and you get triggered. How can you snatch back your remote control from others' hands and take it back into your own? Being triggered is an old programming inside us that we now have to delete. We must understand that when someone says something to us, it is actually a reflection of their own mentality, not of our reality. Think about it for a moment. If a person stands on the street and starts abusing the sky, does the sky feel bad? No, because the sky knows its own vastness. Similarly, when you fully realize your inner strength and your own worth, no insult in this world can make you feel small. Mastery does not mean that you will never get angry again. Mastery means you will gain complete control over that small gap between the arrival of anger and your reaction to it. Your entire victory lies in that 1 second of pause. When in that moment you ask yourself, does this person really deserve my reaction? Your answer will come as no. This very awareness takes you from an ordinary person to a great personality. Triggers are actually our old wounds, and the world pokes at those wounds. If you heal those wounds within yourself, if you accept your weaknesses, then no one will be able to hurt you with their words anymore. This is that journey where you will make yourself emotionally bulletproof, where you will be able to see negativity but not feel it. Many times we take other people's behavior too personally. We think, why did he say such things to me? But have you ever noticed how much pain the person who is speaking harshly is carrying inside? When you start looking at them with compassion instead of hatred, your reaction will end on its own. You will begin to think, this poor soul probably needs peace very badly. This is exactly that point from where you start playing a game with the world, where people try to bring you down, and you surprise them with your peace. In this audio journey, we will talk about a powerful technique that will keep you centered in every difficult moment. We call it the witness mode, meaning while being the actor in the drama of your own life, you also become the observer. When you start watching yourself through the eyes of an observer, you will see how your mind is restless and desperate to react, and you simply smile gently and calm it down. This control is the real freedom. Now let's talk about those small things that irritate us throughout the day. Someone honking in traffic, a negative comment on social media or unwanted advice from someone at home. These are all small tests that examine your maturity. If you keep wasting your energy on these small things, you will have nothing left for fulfilling your big goals. We always want to remind you that your energy is a limited resource. Do not throw it in the trash bin. When you choose not to react, you are actually conserving your energy. And that same energy that will later be used to fulfill your dreams, improve your health, and keep your mind at peace. Don't you think that handing over your own peace to someone else is a massive defeat? From this very moment, make a firm decision that you will never become a puppet in anyone's hands. People will provoke you, people will test you, but your silence will give them a reply that no words can ever deliver. There is another deep truth to understand here. Reaction doesn't only happen through words, it also happens in our body language and thoughts. Many times we stay silent on the outside, but inside we keep cursing that person. This too is a form of reaction, which slowly poisons your inner system. Real non-reaction happens only when your mind also becomes calm. When you truly accept that the other person's words have nothing to do with your actual worth. When you reach this level of detachment, a different kind of light will shine in your eyes. Even while standing in a crowd, you will stand apart from everyone because your stillness naturally attracts people. In the next chapter, we will learn in detail how to turn this detachment into a daily habit and how to handle those relationships that repeatedly trigger you. Because we cannot change the outside world, it is not in our hands, but we are the complete masters of our inner world.